It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. The A's have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Mike Minor is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Digging in the switch hitter, Coco Sullivan, and with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First offering on its way. Slow roller back to the mound. And a good throw gets him one gone. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's got a 40-homer season going already. He's at 40 home runs right now. He's got a chance to swing for 41 in this one. Heck, maybe even 42 or 43 if we're really lucky.
Standing in, Stephen Piscotty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Chu coming on. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely.
In 2 pitches, you can see how quickly your fortunes can change in this game. First pitch of the game, no problem. He gets an out. Second pitch, it gets laced to the outfield for a double.
Stepping up to the plate, Marcus Semien. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as 3rd best in the American League. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Here's Chris Davis now. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate as he currently leads the American League in runs driven in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 41st home run of the year for him. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. they've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Here's Jed Lowry now. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded by Odor. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Arlington. It's now 3-0 Oakland. Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, he's been really pitching well recently. He even won the Pitcher of the Month award in the American League. With all the other great starters in this league, that's really saying something. I think he's on top of his game, and I expect to see a solid performance out of him here.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, and as is the case for many Rangers hitters, his numbers are much better here in Arlington than they are out on the road. Here it comes now to Andrus. A changeup over the inside corner. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, you have to like the various skills that Sin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. His career numbers against Manaea, he's 3 for 15. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, Dero, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Fowler's under it. 2 down.
Batting third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
At the plate, Adrian Beltre. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now here it comes. Lays off 1-0. Two out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one is gone. So a solo home run off the bat of Adrian Beltre. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Rangers strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 contest.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Here's Joey Gallo now. Next, he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So a run in the inning, and it's delivered courtesy of Adrian Beltre. Second inning coming up. It's now a 3-1 ball game. So stepping in, Josh Fegley. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here it comes. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The relay, and he is in there.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Fegley on third. Barreto is at second with nobody out. A swing and a miss at a ball down. This is line to left. Mazzara is there. Let's see if they try it. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrus. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
Striding in once again, Coco Sullivan, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Chu is there. Let's see if they test it. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now.
Right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. This one's flared off to the right side. Chu coming on. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. A's strand a couple, and it's still 3-1. Up next for the Rangers, Robinson Chirinos, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. His career numbers against Minaya. He's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Barreto fields cleanly. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Nomar Mazara.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Sliding stop by Adore. It's there. He got him.
Up next for Oakland.
And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Stepping in now, Chris Davis.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Odor takes it in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for Oakland, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Ready for another chance? Matt Olson, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Andrus. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A's are gone in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's Rougned Odor now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Rougned Odor.
First pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. His career numbers against Manaea, he's 1 for 4. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the slider swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's really had it going into the month of June, currently leading the AL in that department. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one just missed outside. Odor leads off first with 1 away. Ball 2.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Strike called. Now the throw down. is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. A fastball right over the outside corner. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another try at 2-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Delino DeShields would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So striding forward now, Delino DeShields flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the A's 3 and the Rangers 1. Coming to the plate now, Jed Lowry. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Gallo is there for it. 1 out.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Into the box, Josh Phegley, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Count even now at 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Odor has it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Franklin Barreto.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Beltre has it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball and the transfer look good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Fowler is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
And that'll get down out there. Now the relay home. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder, Stephen.
Now to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. Andrus gets down and dirty. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now at the plate, Adrian Beltre. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing called strike, 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Down the first baseline. Now the 0-2 to Beltre. Line drive to center field, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
First baseman, Joey Gallo.
Here's Joey Gallo now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a slider on the inside for strike one. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Beltre on at first, nobody out. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Now it's 2-0. The 2-0 is in there for strike one.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Two and two. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And he's in safely to third as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Number 17,
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The next 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one, as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. Hit in the air out to left. Davis is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Throw to the plate goes right by him.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Digging in now, Rougned Odor, who was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Another one sent foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Plouffe, playing here in his age 31 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency 1 time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Chirinos on second. Chu at first. 2 out in the inning. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the A's 4 and the Rangers 3. Ready for another shot now. Marcus Semien. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Designated hitter, Marcus Semien.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Here's Chris Davis now.
And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the second deck and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game, and it's now 6-3.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, right back to him on the mound. There's one on to first, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Standing in now, Josh Fegley.
As he rips it on the ground to second.
Odor is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 3. Now batting, Elvis Andrus, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Here it comes now to Andrus. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Lowry's got it. And that's the first out.
the third baseman, number 29, Adrian Beltre.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And set to stand in, a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. In there, and it's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Drilled on the ground is short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. Big Joey Gallo leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Into the box now, Robinson Chirinos. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
1-2 to the Rangers catcher. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 5. Jose Leclerc will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. At the plate, Franklin Barreto. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch. Swinging a soft liner. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Stepping in, Dustin Fowler. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ground ball for Andrus at short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first. A double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Coco Sullivan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. Some two-out success, and that means Stephen Piscotty will bat this inning. So they get a two-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Standing in, Stephen Piscotty. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. A pitch out. The throw. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Down go the Athletics on a total of 4 pitches. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Santiago Casilla enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 46, Santiago Casilla.
Stepping up now, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll start things out for the Rangers in their half of the 6th.
Shin-Soo Choo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Choo is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Here's the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Looped out toward third, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
The left fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Here's Rougned Odor now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And it's fouled away. Five runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Welcome back to Arlington. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 0-1 on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcus Semien.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Marcus Semien. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Line towards center field. The Shields is there. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. 1-2-3 go the A's as it remains a 6-5 ball game. So coming to the plate, Trevor Plouffe. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's set. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Trevor Plouffe is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
First offering on its way. There's a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Center fielder, number 3, Delino DeShields.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Casillas ready. Here it is on 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Eric Goodell has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60, Eric Goodell.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air. Beltre moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He's set, and the pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Backhanded in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Josh Begley.
Into the box now, Josh Begley. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Andrus has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A's are gone in order. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Lifetime numbers against Casillas. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Beltre behind with an 0-2 count now.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
This is foul right side. Popped him up. Olsen has a play. 1 out.
The batter, first baseman, Joey Gallo.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Robinson Chirinos. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Casilla pauses. 0-1 on its way. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2 is the count.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rangers set down in order. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. A nice look there at the Dallas skyline as we're back with baseball from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Now at the plate, Franklin Barreto. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Franklin Barreto.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. The tag from Andrus, and they got him at second.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock. It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping in now, Coco Sullivan. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Headed after it is Mazzara, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Now in the box, Stephen Piscotty. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Chu. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The A's strand one as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Liam Hendricks enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
31, Liam Hendricks.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Right fielder, Shin-Soo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazzara, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, Rougned Odor, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's 1 for 4. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him, and the A's make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Oakland get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Sean Manaea earns a league-leading 11th win of the year. Liam Hendricks hammers down the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Rangers, 5 runs, 6 hits. 1 error. They left 3 men on base.